EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Play fake. Here's Love. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
When you look at this Bronco defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. That's into the hands of Chosen. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Try! And all the way 13 before they drop it. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And it is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, Love escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Broncos at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. Touchdown!
Cortland Sutton, 29 yards. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward. And maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
2nd down and a yard.
at the 47-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with him on that play, was there?
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Past the 20. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now it's Wilson. Quickly into the hands of Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Broncos 21, Packers 0.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action this time with Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, Love to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 3rd and 9 here.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. And
the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Love now to pass on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken 6.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Devontae Wyatt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing is Wilson.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead.
What's good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, going to the air with Love.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Going back to Love.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
just a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They're all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a
rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Love now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through and was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete pass.
And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On third down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're out, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. Here's Wilson. That is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Williams.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Broncos, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.